this evening. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, first person here is Summer for Love. Exploring your options around love leads to success. You could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or maybe Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Slow and steady wins the race, but a disappointment will heal and move into the past. Hi, Donis. Whoops. Aries Sun, love. Aries Sun, love. You've got success that comes in around love when you explore your options. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Maybe spending time with a Libra. You have leave the past in the past and life moves forward with perseverance leads you to choices and options around love. Also could be Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, new beginnings around the horizon that leads you to success around love. Red, why did the guy follow me in his truck yesterday? Okay, I don't know who this guy was, but he was curious as to where you were going or if he knew you. Did you know him from somewhere? Or like he's seen you before? Curiosity. Yeah. I don't think that he's going to bother you again. Look, I don't think he got any information or anything. Weird. Very strange. Jay, me and Brianna Aries. Me and Brianna Aries. You have communication coming in, although things may be a little slow or a little indecisive and you may be feeling a little bit burdened around the situation. Things could be improving between now and the end of the summer if you listen to your intuition. Expressing your wants and needs is okay, but I wouldn't try to force anything. Just kind of going along with the flow is suggested, and there should be communication that comes in. Butterfly for today. May have a new venture on the horizon. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. You have your luck changing for the better quickly. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Avery, what is all that noise? Biani, love. Be clear about what it is that you want or need when it comes to love, and don't settle for less than you want or deserve. You may need to disconnect from people, places, and things that you feel no longer serve you in order for life to move forward. Anything that's well functioning should be okay, but if anything is like out of balance, you're putting in more effort than you're getting in return, anything that's like half in, half out will move into the past, and a new journey towards success could be on the horizon with a water sign. Looks like life is moving forward, not backwards, so if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably new energy coming in. Queen for tomorrow. Queen for tomorrow. You have the world at your feet, and perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Choices and options around social activity could lead you to like success around feeling like your social life is moving forward. That may not just be for tomorrow, that may be for the rest of the summer. Could be spending time with an Aries or a Sagittarius or maybe even a Cancer, and you may be planning travel. Be planning travel. Red, love. Red, love. When it comes to love, explore your options. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward. And you may have love come in from a Capricorn or a Virgo, if you're not with anyone right now. You also have a Taurus. You have romance heating up. Life changing for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Not bad. Exploring your options leads to success. Pretty good. Pretty good. Stacy for tonight. Negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with an Aries. Teamwork is favored. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. How long will YouTube keep this ban or whatever it is that's causing them not to push my videos anymore? It's ridiculous. You know what, maybe like 30 days. 30 days from the time you noticed it. It's ridiculous. Avery, what is the banging? Are you banging your feet against the wall? Stop it. It is so ridiculous. Science, career. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. And while it may be slow and steady wins the race, you're making decisions that are bringing in a new job or business opportunity that's like a wish that comes true. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Life is moving forward. New beginnings are on the horizon with more money coming in and happiness around career. Plus, you might be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, which also may be helpful around your career. Stacy for tomorrow. You're not looking back on the past. The world is at your feet and life is moving forward. Maybe focus on a side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in a little bit of financial stability. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Making decisions around business that could be bringing in more money tomorrow or on the horizon. And you may be planning travel. Could also be spending time with the Pisces, listening to your intuition. Joey for the next 48 hours. Feeling ambitious, you may be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward. Money comes in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. You heard, Yvette, you heard the same thing, 30 days? I think it's going to be 30 days. Oh, yes, the donations are now $30. $30. $3. Oh, I didn't even notice. All right, Joey, you could get it on the next time. Or the next super chat. I just saw blue hearts. Oh, there we go, Jasmine. I sent an email the other day for the. Yes, I did. You asked for 3, right? I had. It should be in one of the pictures that I posted. Like 2 were finances and 1 was something else. There was 3 I did for you. It should be on. If I didn't post it, maybe I forgot, but I think I did. In one of the pictures. I think I did. I have another picture to post from that I did last night. TV for career reading. Career reading. Career looks okay. Life is coming into balance. Feeling ambitious, you should have the ability to manifest more money over the course of the rest of the year. Teamwork is favored. Money's coming in areas of your life that have been a little stagnant should now start to move forward. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, thank you, Joey. I wanted to tell my parents have tattoos, but I'm worried that they may berate me for having them. How would it turn out? I know I hid mine from my mother for a little while too. Well, I don't think that they're going to like it, but I think that they'll get over it. So, it's really when you feel like you're ready, you don't have to make any decisions until you're ready and you're sure. They're not going to like it. It's not their thing. They're not happy with it. But eventually they're just going to accept it. Could they make fun of you? Possibly. My mom did. But I just didn't let it bother me. Like, she used to say it's kind of like a teal unicorn. And she used to say it looked like a green donkey. And like my brother always says that. My sister-in-law always says that now. And I don't really let it bother me. But I get it. I get it. And my father, who's an artist, you would think that he would think that tattoos were okay. And he hates them too. And he's vocal about it. What are you going to do? To each their own. Yeah, I don't think that they'll be happy, but they'll let it go. They'll let it go. Dakota, money. Finances are okay. Things are moving forward. You're making decisions around career that could be pushing things forward, big picture. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. More money is coming in. Cinnamon for this week. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. Perseverance pays off. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, and business, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. You have a wish that comes true. Feeling grounded and stable around work, school, or business. You may feel relief around paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Avery, if I hear you bang up against that wall one more time, I'm taking the iPad away, okay? JJX for the upcoming 2 weeks. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business that could change life for you for the better quickly if you listen to your intuition. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You could be planning travel. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down that makes a wish come true. And you may be spending time with could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Life comes into balance and something may happen that makes you happy with the sun. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Mihak, General. You have a new job or business opportunity that with perseverance could be bringing in more money. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Feeling disappointed or nervous or anxious or negativity is moving into the past, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Teamwork is favored, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may be planning travel. Not bad. Not bad. Peach, General. Peach, General. You have life coming into balance, money is coming in, and then you may be, like, something can make you happy, and that may be, like, financially related. You may be hearing from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, or running into someone you haven't seen in a while. Whoever it is or whatever it is, it would be positive. You would be happy to see this person. You've got your luck changing for the better quickly with new beginnings on the horizon. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Science, how will Jake take my last video post? Okay, they think that it was like down to earth, pleasant, funny, maybe amusing, lighthearted kind of a thing. Jew Lopez, will Dino, Pisces, and I be in a relationship this year? I don't see commitment around this connection. It depends where you guys are in your relationship right now, but it doesn't look like the two of you are on the same page right now. Hi, Ivo. Hello. What does Y think of me? She's a family member I used to be close with, but not as close as we used to be. They think highly of you, though. May find you to be somebody who is grounded and stable, smart, intelligent, hardworking, kind-hearted, like somebody who has a lot of potential for success in the future. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, hang on. I think I skipped. Raymond, love for this week. Well, you have a wish that comes true, but I can't swear it's going to be this week. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and life could be moving forward with an Aquarius or a Leo. Exploring your options around love leads to success, and ultimately life is moving forward quickly. When somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, a wish comes true. But I can't swear it's going to be this week, but it's soon. What for this week I just did. Tanya, love coming in. Love coming in. You do have a new journey here, and your perseverance is paying off. You have like a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship possible with, could be Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, maybe Sagittarius. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Every time that card comes up around you, I think of that Capricorn. But, you know, that's your call. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Listen to your intuition. You do have commitment and long-term potential around your next relationship or on the horizon. Avery, did you fall asleep? Science, is Jake excited about the engagement message in my video? Spirits predicted he began getting engaged over the holidays. I would let him know. I don't think he's taking it serious. Like, he may think that it's like he may look at it as something that's like not serious. You know, the way that a lot of people feel about horoscopes. Like, may feel like, oh, that's interesting, but I don't think it's something that he's taking seriously. Oh shit, I skipped. Sorry, Joey. Joey, love for this week. Love for this week. Perseverance pays off, and a new journey may begin, or you could be doing something fun and exciting on a whim. A wish may come true, maybe spending time with a Virgo or a Leo. You've got new beginnings on the horizon when you listen to your intuition. You do have long-term potential coming in around life moving forward this week, or maybe within like the month or so. Listen to your intuition, and don't be afraid to set boundaries or speak your mind when it comes to love. Things are moving forward. Liz, love general. When it comes to love, you do have negativity moving into the past and a wish coming true. Maybe spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may also be spending time with an Aries. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, but you're calling the shots. So life's moving forward, and you're ready for it. makes my back always itchy. Martisha, Friday message. Messages for what's going on Friday. Life could change for you for the better quickly Friday when you express your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships. Life moves forward and you're ready for it. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and money comes in, finances improve. Could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You may receive good news, and you may have some choices and options coming in. Whatever it is, it would be positive. Tanya for the next 48. You've got somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You have a little financial stability coming in, and if you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it could resolve itself and move into the past. Maybe spending time with a Libra. Could be spending time with a Sagittarius. Your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Where the heck am I here? Jamila, why isn't Amy Bradley contacting her family? I don't know. I don't know the whole story, but the Fool is in reverse, which means something could get revealed that may make sense. There may be some indecision and fear around the situation. There also may be like a control or manipulation around the situation. For some reason, she may be afraid or feel like she can't. Slow and steady wins the race. Something gets revealed that could need to be dealt with at a later date. T-Vet, career reading. Career reading. You've got happiness coming in around your career. You're making decisions that push life forward. Listen to your intuition. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Your career is strengthening as we move towards the end of this year, which I can't even believe we're like heading towards the end of the year. It's crazy. Payment, weekly reading. You have success coming in around work, school, or business, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Even though it may be slow and steady wins the race, you're making decisions that push life forward. You've got money coming in, finances are improving, and a disappointment is healing and moving into the past. You may be feeling a little bit more financially secure, and you could be planning travel. Jasmine, I downloaded a dating app, but I'm creeped out by the whole scene. Will it be successful, or I just don't want to end up meeting a serial killer? I don't think that you really have to worry about that, although you know I don't trust anybody. I think that the biggest problem with those sites is that people tend to run into a lot of people that just end up ghosting them. And it does show walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, but it could bring in choices and options. You have an Aquarius coming in. You have a Gemini that could be new energy. New energy as far as a brand new Sagittarius that may come in towards the end of this year. And then you also could have a Virgo. So I don't, my honest take on online dating, this is just my opinion, has nothing to do with the cards. I think online dating sucks. I just think that I've always felt like this. Even before online dating, my mom did this one where it cost a lot of money too. It was like $3,000, and back then that was a lot of money. Where you went to this place and you made a video, and somebody interviewed you, and you answered the questions, and then people then you would sit there and watch other people's videos. Anyway, now my opinion here is, I just don't really feel like that works. Like I feel like it could work, but I feel like when you're searching for something, you just don't find it. Like anybody that I've ever dated in my past, and I haven't had a ton of boyfriends, but if I had gone in and watched a video on them or just saw their picture, I probably wouldn't have been interested. But I got to know them, they made me laugh, we kind of clicked. You know, it's like that doesn't happen when you watch a video or look at a picture. So you really have to be somebody who is open to dating and not having feelings and putting effort out there. And that was never for me. I just felt like I would rather be home with the dog than out on a date with somebody I'm not interested in, just to go. And I know that not everybody agrees with that, because my mother would be like, you don't have to marry him, but could you have coffee with him? No, I'd rather be with my dog. Anyway, all that negativity being said, what it is good for you and the other people, is that it keeps the energy moving. So even if you're looking at people, even if people are reaching out to you and you're not interested, even if you're reaching out to people and they're not interested, even if you're getting ghosted, the energy is moving. People are coming in, people are coming out. And the worst place to be is to be in a place stuck on somebody from the past, having nobody in the future. It's been 2 years, I haven't seen him. I'm still hoping he's going to call. Nobody is around. I'm not interested in anyone. I go to work and come home. Those people have a hard time getting the energy moving, just because what's stuck stays stuck and what stays in motion stays in motion. So if it does nothing for you but keeps the energy flowing, I think it could be worth it. But once again, that's my 2 cents. There's nothing to do with the cards. The cards indicate there's plenty of potential here. Do with it what you wish. Dee Dee for today. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby, and you may be feeling very ambitious. You could accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Maybe connect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while, and you have a wish that comes true. Listen to your intuition. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh my goodness. Hang on. The year went by fast. I know, it's crazy. And the older you get, the faster they go. Science, love. You've got new beginnings on the horizon. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and you can find yourself in a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. Anything that's functioning well could continue to move forward. But if you feel like you're in a situation where, you're trying to make something happen and it's not happening, or you've got somebody who's half in, half out, it may be time to disconnect from the energy of what's not working in order to let new doors open. And then you have an Aquarius and a Leo come in. You also may have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Exploring your options helps life move forward and negativity move into the past. Not too bad. Liz for the next 24. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You may be planning travel. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with an Aries or a Virgo, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan that may make you feel relieved. You did that one already. Oh, I don't even remember what it was, but that's okay. It's okay. Bella, what did my old boss say to the hiring manager about me? I don't know exactly what they said, but it looks like they may have given you a good review. It looks like with the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities that could change life for the better quickly, and with Justice, they treated you fairly. So, yeah, and things could now move forward towards greener pastures. So that's good. That's good. Shantae, General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You've got new beginnings on the horizon that could be bringing in more money and the solution to a problem in front of you. The world is at your feet. Money comes in, finances improve, and feeling a little more financially secure. Plus, you may be feeling like going back to school or learning a new area of study. I believe 3 grand sticks in my head, and my mom's been dead for like 25 years. So that was a long time ago and a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, my friend Jody, who was my yoga instructor, like she's the one that taught me how to teach yoga. And I feel like her and I were a lot alike in a lot of ways. She said this to me once, and it's just something that stuck with me because it is so true. When you are in pain, you will do anything to get out of it. You'll spend any amount of money. You'll, like my friend that bought that spell that didn't work. You'll do whatever you feel could possibly help. You'll be willing to take the chance. And I think that that's pretty much what my mother was doing. I think that she wanted to be with somebody. She wanted to find somebody. And then the guy that she wound up with, who was a total loser, that's a whole other video. Bob, total loser. She didn't even meet him on that. She met him like she'd gone out to dinner with her friends from work, and he was the waiter at the restaurant. And she didn't even meet him that way. So all that money, and I told you guys a million times, but my friend's sister, I don't know how long she was online dating, all the sites she was on. I remember going to their apartment once, and the computers, there was like several computers with like, and it took forever. Like she got married later in life, and she didn't marry anybody from that site, or from any of those sites. I don't know how she met him, but it wasn't that way. Anyway. But she always had a date. There was always a date. There was always something was always going on. So she wasn't stagnant. She wasn't like, hey, I haven't dated anybody in 12 years like my other friend, who actually did try the online dating, but she couldn't do it. She couldn't follow through with it. She tried it, but I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it if you're open to it and you're like, yeah, like I was watching a clip of Friends. I never really watched Friends regularly because I was always working. But now it's on YouTube, and there was just like a clip where Phoebe is telling Chandler, I think I just dated Monica's soulmate, when meanwhile Chandler's married to Monica. And he goes, oh, so you're going to go out with somebody again even though you think it's somebody else's soulmate? And she goes, yeah, well, you know, I got to eat. And I'm thinking, like, I had friends that were like that. They're like, yeah, I don't like him, but you know what? We'll go out. We'll have dinner. It'll be something to do. I wish I had that attitude when I was younger, but I didn't. And I'm even worse now that I get older. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go anywhere. But anyway, point being is that those people that are open to it, their life does move forward quicker. Usually, you know. There's no hard and fast rules, but usually. Anyway. Joey, Kay the Libra is back on Facebook dating. Will she read my message and continue with the date, or will she move on without me? I think that you guys will end up going out again. Yeah, you got like balance, respect, and well function. Yeah. You least expect it. That's what gotta eat. Gotta eat. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Tanya, I haven't tried online dating yet. I can't stand the men around me. I can't imagine Gremlins, the new batch. Yeah. The new batch. Aw. I feel bad when I think about how many good people are out there that they just want to be loved. They just want to be in a well-functioning relationship. And things just keep blowing up on them for one reason or the other. And that sucks. It sucks. It really does. I don't know. I think my brain is too analytical for just a society's rules. Like, I have a good friend of mine who, she lives here and she's dating someone who lives, now I don't remember the state, but it's not that far away. Maybe it's Massachusetts or Rhode Island, somewhere in New England. And they seem to be getting along really well. And, you know, like she was talking about whether or not they're going to move in, who's going to move where. And I'm like, it's working so well for you right now. You don't have to live together. Like, this is working for you. Like, seeing each other every weekend. Somebody comes here. It's not that far. It's only 4 hours. Like, I know that I'm always like, long distance sucks. But in this situation, you know, it's like they're older, there's children involved, it's complicated. You know, it's not like when you're 20 and, you know, you don't have a house and you don't have kids and you don't have in-laws and that kind of nonsense. This is like the second go around, and it's complicated in that respect. You like little kids could be complicated, but I'm like, it's working for you. If it's working for you, you don't have to make that a big change, because, and I say this all the time, even people that I know that have lived together that are just friends as roommates end up usually not liking each other after living together. Like, complaining about their roommate, you know, for whatever the reason, nitpicky things. It's like, and I always think to myself, you're not going to be friends with this person anymore. Like, you're already not happy. And I've seen it happen with my friends that have had so many roommates. And I'm like, when are we going to realize that maybe we shouldn't do that? Like, roommates, live-in, marriage. Like, maybe it's time that we can have our relationships in our own space and it can function better. And like I've said before, I know plenty of couples that have been together for like 30 years and their relationships work well because, you know, she's a school teacher and he works nights. So she's out all day, he's out all night, and they're not 24/7. The 24/7 could be explosive. Anyway, this is just my opinion or my observation. It doesn't make it right. Joey, because she blocked me before when our date got blocked. Why do people have to block each other for no reason? I still think that things could move forward because the hangman is in reverse, and there is a decision around having choices and options with growth, change, and transformation. So I wouldn't be shocked if she thought that you were talking to somebody else or you were out looking for other people, and then she may not like that and may unblock you and want to get together. Yeah, I can't with the blocking. It drives me a little nuts. Tanya, I felt like that too. I'm looking for someone and hopefully he's looking for me too. Yeah. My friends tell me I overanalyze. Yeah, I do too. Red, what did I need to watch out for from now through September? Well, you may be thinking about starting a business or a side hustle. If you decided to do so, it would be successful and things could move forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. I would watch out for a business-related opportunity that may sound too good to be true. I would look out for that. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Lucinda, they look like those guys that keep girls in dark basements. I have a friend who, like, I always say it, like, I can't even believe that we're friends because I just feel like we're from two totally different worlds. But I really like her, and I probably, if she hadn't reached out to me so much, I probably would, like, never would think I would hear from her. Like, I wouldn't see the two of us as friends. Anyway, I really like her, and she's divorced a few years now. And she does, you know, she'll try with online dating and then she stops. And like the things that she says to me, like she has me like in stitches. And she's like, she's like, I really don't want to have to go out with one of these guys. And then like she'll say things like that, like, he looks like he has body parts in the freezer. And she's like, I don't want to sound judgmental. I'm like, no, but I get it. But you know what? It makes sense to me because, we all say we don't want to judge people, but then you're looking at a picture of someone. How are you not judging them? Like the whole reason why you're putting the picture up there is because you're going to get judged. And I told you there was this guy, it was so rude, but it was so funny. I wouldn't even be shocked if he wound up getting 5,000 dates from it. He was like, right to the point. He's like, listen, if you're a fucking dime, don't try to make it like out you're a 50-cent piece. I was fucking crying reading it. He was like, you women already have the advantage with makeup and everything else. Don't post a picture that's 15 years old and show up 50 pounds heavier. I was crying, but I could feel his frustration because we're all going to put up the best, whether we look the best. Nobody's going to put up what they look like rolling out of bed. I wish I would have kept it. One of my friends sent me a screenshot. I was crying, and I'm like, he's probably went out with like 50 people that didn't look like their picture, and you're going to see what the person looks like when they show up. But if you got to know the person and they were funny or you had a mutual interest, then you kind of like develop, right? They could look like they have body parts in the freezer, and then you get to know them and you find those qualities endearing. But I feel like you don't get to that point when you're just like oh, I don't want to date that guy or that girl or whatever the situation is. Julie, fix and we'll send the $4.99 assignment for tonight. Will I pass 80 or above? I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Tanya, I did a soft block. He doesn't know who's blocked. You're still getting the messages. That's fair. That's fair. Fred, will it be difficult getting V into another home? Will it be difficult getting V into another home? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. There may be like a transitional period, which I think is normal with any change, but no, I think it's going to be okay. Guys do that too. Lucinda, see, I knew she probably was right, and it was probably not them. Body parts. I broke off the friendship with MA. How does he think about that? I hope he misses or realizes. Right now, it doesn't look like it's been long enough time for him to miss you. I think that he may feel like this is what's best for both of you right now. It looks like the relationship was a little bit out of balance, and he may have felt like he needed a little bit of distance. I would give him some space, because right now, like, the way that it's reading is almost like you're doing it to get back at him, or you were mad at him for something, so you're trying to like one up him, and he's kind of like, it's okay, like, let's just not do this right now. But I don't know if it's just a friendship or if there was more feelings from one person than the other, because things are a little out of balance. Mary, what does Tarot want me to know? Anxiety and disappointments are healing and moving into the past. You could be planning travel, maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Life is coming into balance. You have something happening here that's making you happy, and you may be making decisions that push life forward. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon, and you're no longer holding yourself back. That's pretty good. I'm Lourdes for the next 48 for my husband Jay the Virgo. Maybe focusing on a side business, side project, side hustle, or may have the idea around for something new around business that could be bringing in some good luck. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Laying down the law, setting boundaries may serve him well. Negativity is moving into the past. Money's coming in. Feeling ambitious, he should be able to accomplish whatever he set his mind to. Teresa, why do my ex and his mom and aunts mistreat our 28-year-old daughter and me? We never did anything to them but treat them good. It's the devil in this shit. Let's see. Things are a little bit out of balance and they may be feeling resentful about something. It's almost like, okay, they got a couple of things happening here. They've got a little bit of control and manipulation, feeling like things are out of balance and almost feeling like they're trying to get even with something or over something that happened in the past. So I don't know if something happened in the past that they just can't let go of, but it may be a good idea to just take a little, look, I wouldn't make a big deal about anything. I would just kind of take a little distance from these people or put some distance between you guys in this situation. Because, you know, you get to a point where nobody is changing. They're not going to become different people. The only thing you can change is how you react to it or how you deal with it, and a little bit of distance may be helpful. Joey, the fact that you may get kicked out of their house from the tattoos, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. It doesn't look like they're going to be happy, but it looks like eventually they'll get over it. If you're still living with them, then my suggestion, wait until you're on your own. When you don't have to rely on them for a house, then I would say something. But if you can keep them covered for right now, you don't have to, you know, make things any harder for yourself than need be. Once again, it goes back to the same thing. They're not going to change their opinions on the tattoos. Nobody's changing who they are. It's better off that you just, for right now, keep it under cover so that you don't have to have any more aggravation for yourself. Gary, please, I'm very sick. Do I have COVID-19? Let me see. I don't think that you do, but I would take a test. Although, I don't know about those tests anymore. I don't know how accurate they are now, right? If that virus has mutated so many times, how could the test be accurate unless the tests are changing? But I don't know. I would take a test, but I don't think it's COVID. And see a doctor if you can. I think if you go to the doctor, they'll test you for everything. Flu, COVID, and RSV, I think it is. Maggie, general for Monday. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it may resolve itself and move into the past, and you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Life's moving forward. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Susie, me and the Capricorn, what's coming? Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Communication comes in, and you may be planning to get together soon. Communication is going to be next. Like, communication comes in quick, and then after that, you'll decide when you're going to see one another. Tanya, that happened to me. This guy was missing teeth in the front and hair in the back. Oh my God. Thank you. Donation of Nat, I think. Next actions from Leo. There may be a text message that comes through maybe sometime between now and the end of the month. Things look a little slow because you got the Hangman here and you got the Chariot in reverse. But there should be communication that comes in at some point relatively soon. Emily, C sent me a self-titled "He's Sleeping," meaning his brother. C was in bed shirtless, but I could only see part of his back, shoulder, and cheek. His brother's back. What's his intention? That's really weird. So he sent a selfie. He's sleeping. C was in the bed shirtless. And then he was in the bed with his brother and they were sleeping? I don't think he had any specific intention other than he thought that it was funny or embarrassing for his brother. Why? Why would he think that that's embarrassing? And why would he send the picture? I don't get it. But it's like he thought it was funny. He thought it was humorous. He may have thought that it was like embarrassing. And he was like, he thought you would find it funny. I don't know what's funny about that, but I think he thought that it was humorous for some reason. Maybe it was, and maybe it's just not showing in the picture. Yeah, I don't know. Why would he send that picture? You found him hot? I don't see, I don't really understand. Like, why would you be in bed with your brother and taking selfies? Like, I just don't really get it. But I just think it was a weird thing. Like, I don't think there's any real intention behind it. Like, kind of an odd thing to do. D for the week. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, and you're feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You have money coming in, finances improve, you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. The world is at your feet, and you may be spending time with fire. Leave Sagittarius, Aries. Lucinda for the next 48. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. You have something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Listen to your intuition. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Macy, general for the week. Something happens this week that makes you happy, and anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Solution to a problem is in front of you. Before the end of the week, you'll figure it out. You're no longer holding yourself back. And anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Not too bad. Not too bad. Ivo, there's song lyrics, say goodbye to the ex, move on to the next. Oh, I've heard that song like on the YouTube shorts. Yeah, it's true. The answer usually isn't in the past. Usually, especially if it's not an ex, like if it's an ex that's like kind of recent, it's like you're just going to go back to the same situation. If he ghosted you, he's going to ghost you again. If he was a dick, he's going to be a dick again. Why bother going back? You're just going to relive the same situation. But some people haven't learned their lesson. That's why they keep poking the bear that has bitten them how many times, and myself included, because I did it with that Aquarius. How long did I put up with that before I finally had enough? Like, it's not going to be different. It's going to be the same thing. I agree. Eric, what will things be like for me at work? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, man. Things at work should be okay. A disappointment heals and life is moving forward, and you might be feeling like grounded and stable, well balanced. You may feel like things are functioning well. May get good news that you've been waiting on, and then there may be the solution to a problem maybe in front of you, and before the end of the week you figure it out. Should be an okay week. Leo, general. Negativity moves into the past, and you may receive good news. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you have money coming in. Could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Maybe business related. Southern Europeans. Oh, maybe it's a cultural thing that's different. Yeah, that could be. That could be. I saw a video. It was a shorts. I love watching. Me and Avery watch them. Cake decorators. They're fascinating. And the one, I think she may have been English. Maybe she was Australian. I don't remember. I don't remember. I think she was European though, because she said in the video that she was in Mexico a few years ago, and she didn't realize like tipping culture. And like they didn't tip, or they didn't leave a big enough tip, and like the waiter said something or chased her out of the restaurant or something, and they made good for it. But she said, oh, it's interesting that we didn't realize that. We didn't realize that they're relying on us for their salary, because where she was from, it's not like that. And me and my friend were the opposite. When we were in Italy, we left like huge tips because we didn't realize that people didn't tip like that. And we were just like, well, we can't leave less than 15%, because we always leave 15%. But it's interesting from one place to the next. Yes, that's true. That's true. No, I have not started with fall decorations. The fall gives me anxiety. I hate the fall. September 1st, I get very, like that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Like I feel like they wrote that about me. And I never hated school, so I don't know why I associate the fall. Like people will always say, well, it's because when school started. No, I didn't hate school. I actually liked going to school. I don't know why. I get very bad anxiety around the fall. But by the time we get to like Halloween, I've kind of adjusted a little. Oh, okay. Cultural shocks. That's true. That's true. Yeah, different people from different parts of the world. Adonis, I'm reading it right now. You should hear from them. There's growth, change, and transformation that comes in through divine timing. It may be the kind of thing that they haven't gotten to it yet. But, and you know what? I don't think it's a bad thing to mention it or reconnect or, ask about it, because perseverance leads to success. Their intentions are to do for you what you need, and they will do it. I'm just wondering if maybe they forgot, or they slept on it, or somebody could be out on vacation or some kind of nonsense, but they're going to do it for you. Yeah. I know, I hate that, because if it involves making another phone call, I don't want to do it either. Toka, what's coming towards me in love this week? Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and love and romance could come in. If you're holding on to something that is not in your highest good, or it's not functioning well, it may be time to leave it in the past. If you're not with anyone, you have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There may be new energy. I can't swear they're coming in this week. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, leave the past in the past and don't bring it into the future. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. AA, I answered for you already. Vicky, general for the rest of the month. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Perseverance pays off. Listen to your intuition. Teamwork is favored. Money comes in. Finances improve. Slow and steady wins the race. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Lisa, will my heart be okay tomorrow after my talk with Callie? I can't answer for that. That's a beating around the bush kind of a question. I need a specific question. Like, what is it that you want from this person? But will your heart be okay? What are you looking for from this person? I can't answer that. Because, yeah, eventually your heart's going to be okay. But, it's like it's a beating, we're beating around the bush. What do you really want to know? Beautiful one. Update with M and the money. Is she still holding on to the checks? The checks are no good anymore. What the hell? I mean, I'm sure she has the checks, but those checks shouldn't be good anymore. This is gone. I don't think that you could keep them for this long. She's got those checks, but I don't think you could cash them at this point. Where did the checks come from? I wonder if you can contact the people. And how would you be able to find out who that was? Through the state, maybe. I see if you can contact the state, right? Where you file the will should be with the state or the county. And see if you can find out where those checks came from. Because they didn't get cashed. So that money is still sitting somewhere. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to wind up going to unclaimed funds if it sits there long enough. Check unclaimed funds. See if the money's there. But that may be a bitch to get. But check unclaimed funds. I don't think it's been long enough to go there. But that's what's going to happen if those checks don't get cashed. If that money's going to wind up sitting there long enough and they're going to have to send it to the state. This damn shit pisses me off. Megav. When it comes to love, leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and you may find yourself in a very passionate new relationship that could be very successful with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Now, if you're already with this person, don't bring the past into the future. Leave the past in the past. The Empress. Energy surrounding Devin, Scorpio, and I. Will there be a reconciliation, or is this the end? Don't see a reconciliation here as of right now. It looks like things are stagnant. You got Death in reverse. Four of Wands is in reverse. And the Four of... Yeah, I don't see reconciliation or commitment here, if that's what you're asking. It may be time to explore other options. RK for the upcoming week. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You have an earth sign around, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointments heal and move into the past, making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Oh, you dislike the fall too? Yeah, I can't with the fall. It makes me very sad. And I don't know why. I love the flowers. I like that the weather is not so humid, but it's still nice out. I don't know why, but it just makes me sad. Like the leaves are all pretty. Bright as light, I can't answer what's wrong with your feminine health. You have to go to a doctor for that. Magician's heart and romance. Romance, you have disappointments heal and move into the past. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life begins to move forward. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Life may move forward with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But you know what? It's not laughable because, you know, that's your money. And you know what I'm saying? It's like... if you were like, it wouldn't even make a difference if you were like a bazillionaire, because it's still your money. If it's $5, it's still your money. But it's like, we know what you went through all year. And knowing what you've gone through all year, we have this asshole's got money that it could be helping. And it's ridiculous. I mean, you're right, it is ridiculous, but it's like infuriating. That nobody can step in and say, hey, bitch, give me the check. I mean, what the fuck? I gotta watch my mouth, but I get so pissed. I get so pissed. Tanya, romance coming in, single looking to date. Romance coming in. You have choices and options here. You got a Virgo here. I don't know if you have a Virgo around you, but maybe this is new energy coming in. And I'm hopeful that there is new energy coming in, which would be a good thing. Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, your luck changes for the better quickly. Disappointments heal and move into the past as Sagittarius comes in. Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What about Scorpio? You got a Scorpio around? I mean, that could also be growth, change, and transformation for the better coming in around love, but then maybe it's Scorpio. We need some change. We need some new energy coming in. Emily, if I ask Ivan for a job at his institution through my dad and ask, will he employ me? I think so. I think he'll help you out. Yeah. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't try. Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. This person could be spending time with a Leo. They may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Good news comes in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Empress could have love and money coming in for this person. Not bad. Who here haven't I answered for? Emily, for the near future for Jane and me. Near future for Jane and me. You may feel as if things are starting to function better. When you lay down the law or set boundaries, express your wants and needs around the situation, things could move forward pretty well. Communication comes in or picks up, but if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Virta, General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. New beginnings are on the horizon that could be bringing in more money around work, school, or business. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or possibly a Leo. Stepping into your strength and self-confidence is pushing your life forward. Adonis, I'm reading it. I hear you. I hear you. You're going to hear from them, though. And I think that they're going to do what you need them to do. I don't think you have to worry about it. If he could poke around a little here and there, that would be good. But I think it's going to be fine. But I know it's that waiting, the moments of waiting that's so frustrating. Migu for the next 24 hours. For the next 24 hours, anxiety eases and moves into the past. You could be spending time with a Capricorn. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Life comes into balance. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. New beginnings are on the horizon, and life could change for you for the better quickly. Not bad. Amu, love and romance coming in. Letting go, you may have to let go of this nonsense. Anything that's been disappointing, disastrous, or whatever, let it move into the past, and then new beginnings are on the horizon. Cause for celebration may come in, and a wish could come true with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Now, if you're already in a relationship, as long as it's well-functioning, you don't have to change partners, but it has to be well-functioning. But in that case, don't bring the past into the future. Like, for example, if your partner got drunk at the Christmas party and made a scene, you've forgiven them, you're moving forward, don't keep bringing it up, that kind of a thing. But if something is not functioning well, two people that aren't on the same page, it may need to move into the past so that new energy and new beginnings could come in. Nat, how did DV Cancer took my message from today? Like, they're not thinking much about the situation. So whatever it was that you said, it was like, okay, it is what it is, average, neutral. Did they not respond? Like, they're just like, okay, like that kind of a thing. Like, there's no real impact kind of a thing. They may feel a little bit awkward about something that was said, but they're okay with it. It's fine. Tanya, I don't know if you mentioned Taurus. I received a text from a Taurus. Alex, he's nice and he has a yacht. Oh, I like that. But he's always full of naked women. I don't think I said Taurus. I think I said Virgo. We'll take the yacht and leave the naked women twerking or whatever it is. Devin, money. Finances are okay. It's a little slow, but you may be adding a new stream of income, or it's like adding another stream of income, which may be helpful. Making decisions that push life forward brings in extra money, and paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relieved. Doll face for the next 7. You could have money coming in, finances may be improving. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You may be feeling like something happens that makes you happy around like work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an Aries. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. Not bad. Gabs, what is the likelihood Spencer P. from Woodbine and Eden actually had sex? I don't think it's highly likely at all. I think it's doubtful. Like I would say very slim to nothing. Learning to breathe. What is coming in next in my love life? May have choices and options around love moving forward. Exploring your options could lead to success. A wish comes true. Brings in cause for celebration with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Although you may have more than one, it could be an Aquarius and a Gemini. Air sign Libra, yeah, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but then you also have a Gemini and Aquarius. So explore your options leads to success. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Lima, Tanya, you got front row seat. Tanya, he posts those kinds of videos you send to your friends, say, oh my God, look at these skanks. I can't imagine. I mean, I would like to be on a yacht, I think. I don't know, maybe I would get seasick now that I'm older. When I was younger, I never got seasick. But I question everything now as I get older. I don't know if I can do that. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Mel, General. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but you have money coming in, finances are improving, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or setting money aside for something could make you feel relief. With the Empress, you've got love and money coming in, or more of it, and a new journey begins. Maybe planning travel, could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and the hard work you put into like work, school, or business may be paying off. Eminem, love. No longer holding yourself back, life is moving forward. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you or anything that you find to be disappointing or out of balance. If you're currently with someone, expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful, but slow and steady wins the race. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Cancer coming in. Life could change for you for the better quickly when you express your wants and needs and don't settle for less than you want or deserve. A wish comes true. May also be with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Mazzy, general for love, anything new coming in. Yeah, new energy comes in before the end of the year. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, but you might need to cut ties with people, places, and things, or anything that no longer serves you. It's like leave the past in the past, and life begins to move forward. And then you could have a Taurus coming in. You do have a committed relationship here if you're not with anyone right now. Could be with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Looks like new energy that comes in before the end of this year. Valentina, my next 24. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and success is coming in around work, school, or business. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Teamwork is favored. New beginnings are on the horizon that bring in success and relief around like work, school, business. Adonis, V near future, no signs. There's communication coming in, and you might be feeling like things are functioning better with justice. Communication. Communication should be coming in. I'm going to say maybe within the next 10 days. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. And the communication should go well. There's happiness around it. Jess, general for the week ahead. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. A wish comes true. You may have a water sign around Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Not bad. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, you're welcome. Mazzy, I feel like SM keeps pulling on my energy and finds myself always thinking of him. Did he do a love spell on me? Or what are his thoughts towards me? I don't see any spell work having been done on you. It looks like, see, you can cut this off. When this person comes into your mind, you have to push them out of your mind and, you know, get busy doing something else. But they're not doing anything to you. This is coming from you. It's either something that's in your subconscious or it's unresolved issues around the situation. I don't know what your relationship was with this person, but if you want it done, because it looks like it's stagnant, you have to push the person out of your mind. So when they show up for whatever reason, you just get busy doing something else. Like, no, I'm not thinking about this. And you may even need to say that. You're not spending time in my head. I'm going to go and do this and find something else to do. But no, they're not controlling the situation in any way. And I don't see any specific intentions at this point. Now, if you have intentions for them and they don't know, I mean, you might want to reach out to them and let them know how you feel, but I don't see any like romance or love here as of right now. So I'm not sure what your intentions are for them. If you might not even have any. Nor, what is Mahmoud's energy towards Samia? Energy is okay, grounded and stable. It's a little slow. It's kind of neutral. I don't know what their relationship is, but it looks like average, neutral, stable, sincere. Okay. Okay. Kara, how will the commute by plane be like on the 9th? It's a long flight with a long layover. It'll be all right. I mean, it may be boring and tedious, but it'll be fine. Lily, general. Okay, with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and disappointments heal. Maybe spending time with a Virgo. Life could change for you for the better quickly, and you might be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Could also be spending time with a Leo. Old wounds heal and move into the past. A new journey begins. Not bad. Not bad. Mazzy, does Rolando still want to fix the relationship, or should I move on altogether? Well, you have to make the decision, but nothing around this situation is changing. So the idea of fixing something, it's not, nothing gets fixed. So it's like you either have to accept the relationship for what it is and continue in the same relationship that you left, or you have to leave it in the past. That's a decision that you have to make. But there's nothing that's really getting fixed or changing around the situation significantly. Mazzy, general for the next 30 days. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you may be investing time in a side business, side project, side hustle. The hard work that you put in and teamwork could be paying off around work, school, or business, bringing in more money. That may make you happy and content. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And you have the world at your feet. You may be planning travel. Not bad. Not bad. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Is that it? Then I'll wrap it up and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty. Thank you all very much for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.